Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your general reading for October 2023. Keep in mind that this reading is general and the messages will not resonate with everyone. Please check back to your moon and rising signs as they are posted. I'm behind a lot. Yesterday I had some people come and build me a ramp so I could get outside in my backyard, and it was donated, and I was nominated for getting it. They build ramps all over Texas, and so they showed up yesterday morning at 7:30 with all of the materials and all of the tools. It was about 20 people, and they showed up yesterday and completed my ramp in about 6 hours despite the rain. So that's why the readings are late. I have with me the Radiant White deck, the La Vida Sibila, and we will wrap the reading up. Since I don't know what it's going to be about, I have 3 oracle decks with me: the Psychic Heart Tarot, the Psychic Tarot, and the Golden Nostradamus. And so depending on what the story is about, I will pick a card from there. Let's get started with the reading. Hang on. I have already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. We will put one more rifle on the cards and we will deal them. Oh, that card fell out. You guys saw that? So we automatically know that it is something to do with the truth. It is about communications, perceptions, beliefs, ideas. And I said communications, didn't I? Now, because it is an ace, it can represent the excessive degree of everything. Worrying too much anxiety, too much headaches from thinking too much. But it is the most powerful ace of all the aces, and you can believe when this appears, something is going to change. Now, there is antiquated meaning of this Ace of Swords, like that means a proposal, a formal proposal. This can be marriage or it can be in business. So let's get started with the rest of the reading. The Ace of Swords and the Page of Cups. The Emperor. The Two of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. So there is my confirmation that something definitely will be changing. The Four of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. The Three of Pentacles. and the Six of Wands. I have with me two fours, the Emperor and the Four of Coins. I only have the two major arcana cards, the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. I have the Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Three of Cups, Three of Coins, and the Six of Wands. The cards are read past, present, future, past, present, future, and the interplay of the cards, and what is the overall energy coming out of the month of October. The Nine of Wands. Now, right in the center, I have the Wheel of Fortune. It is a 10 card, and 10s are always changing energies. It's going to turn into something else. It might be Justice. That's number 11 in the tarot. Or it could be number 9, the Hermit. We don't know which way the wheel is turning. And so that is the lesson of the Wheel of Fortune, that no matter which way the wheel is turning, if you can affix yourself to the center, the changes shouldn't disturb you too much. It is also a karmic card. So maybe karmic lessons, I'm trying to get the camera to focus. There we go. Maybe karmic lessons are learned, or maybe karmic debt needs to be repaid, or maybe you receive a karmic debt. Someone pays you back. So, I explained to you what the Ace of Swords meant. And the Page of Cups is just that. It represents a message. Pages and knights never appear to me to be people. They are always messages. So this says that yes, you will receive a message. Being a cup, it is a message that has significant emotional quotient attached to it. And I would say that it is also a surprise, because there is a fish coming out of the cup. That is a surprise. So that can mean confusing messages, back and forth messages, because the sign of Pisces is involved. And the fish swims two ways. Here we have the Emperor, an Aries male. He could be a soldier. He could be a philanthropist. He could be an older male, like a father figure or a grandfather. He is somebody, a coach, someone who can pretty much make decisions, and a lot of people depend on them. So he passes out orders, but everybody comes back to speak with him, to receive advice. He represents the balance of logic and reason. But the thing is He didn't become the emperor by being a pushover, nor did he become the emperor by being a tyrant. However, this figure can be someone who is quite difficult to get along with if he is in his negative aspect. Following through, the Two of Swords. It is a 2, and it speaks about choices, options, decisions, dualities, and oppositions. Whether you are opposed within yourself about something, or someone is actively opposing you. What it means, for one thing, it says if you have had a fight with a friend or an acquaintance recently, you can expect to make up. There is a compromise. Second, it says to me that someone in the situation thinks as though they don't have enough information to come to a decision. The card also says to trust what your gut intuition is telling you. See the ripple water? And she's holding the 2 swords as if to say, if she hears something she doesn't like, she will cut your head off. There's also an implication that you know exactly what's going on. In the card, you can see her left eye is barely covered. At least it looks that way to me. So you know exactly what's happening. You know exactly what's going on. Maybe you don't believe it. Maybe you can't believe it. Maybe you don't know what to believe. It also speaks to confused emotions, having dual feelings about a situation. It can also speak to unsettling communications, and we see that you definitely, yes, you will receive a message that changes everything. The 4 of Pentacles. Well, it can be about finances, in which case it says that your solid, stable, hard work has been paying off. You might even receive some kind of financial promotion or bonus. That business ventures will be profitable at this time. But there is another meaning to me of the 4 of Pentacles. This is about protecting what you have. So it is about protecting maybe your finances, your emotional health, your spiritual health, and your physical body. They are not just coins to represent finances, but also the physical things in which you need to live, the physical realm. It is also about doing something. So maybe you are protecting it, watching it. But at the same time, you could be holding on too tightly. I'll come back to that in a minute. Then we see the 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords is really somewhat like being deep in the recesses of your mind. To me, the swords look like a ladder, right? And your job is to climb out of your mind. That can be about worry, about fear, about anxiety, about a guilty conscience. Maybe you said something or did something and it's keeping you up at night. Nightmares, insomnia, worried about what somebody is thinking or saying about you. That is one of the most difficult energies to come out of. But it leads to the Three of Coins. And what that card says, again, is similar to the Four of Pentacles, that teamwork and cooperation are needed. It also says that these two people are coming to a third person to perhaps get advice about some business or project or venture. This is the beginnings of building on a firm foundation, the cornerstone of something bigger. But you see the individual there on the bench. It implies that he has a bit more knowledge. So maybe you are going to be required to slow down, think carefully. Don't worry so much, but think carefully about what to come next, because the Three of Pentacles implies that events could be suspended until all things work out. The Six of Wands. This is a card of victory. Now, what it implies to me is that perhaps there was some disagreement amongst friends, business partners, family. And the reason why I say that is because it's a 6. Before it became a 6, it was a 5. That implies some kind of fighting, arguments, trying to get your point across, everybody talking across each other, playing head games, doing one thing and saying another, maybe fighting like children, fighting over children. But whatever has happened, it implies a victory, because you have to thank those people that are following you for the experience of learning leadership. Even the horse has a look on his face that says, "Oh, come on, you didn't do it by yourself." So whatever happened previously that may have worried you, thank the people for the experience. This card represents business promotions, bonuses, getting your name in the paper, getting recognized, maybe an award or a degree. You finish it. But over here on the Nine of Wands, it implies to me that this situation may have rapidly transpired, because there's 8 wands behind you. Nines always represent a completion, a focus of completion of events. This is about stopping and thinking what comes next and how you are going to behave when it changes. It's definitely changing. See that? The Ace, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 6. It's changing. Here you have the Emperor, who may be the change maker. It's definitely changing, but there's some worry and anxiety going on, and sleepless nights. So with the Nine of Wands, it usually means travel by air, traveling for business purposes, receiving a message. Again, it says mostly that events will be moving so fast that you have to hang on. Here you are at the 9. And that says to me, you have been in a fight. It has been a battle. You may be tired and resting, beat up and bruised and battered, but the card says you have the strength of character to get back in the fight if need be. And looking at the Seven of Wands, what is underneath, you may have to fight again. If this is the case, you are in a better position, or you will be in a better position than you think. He is on a hill. He's standing up with his staff, beating back those 6 wands. This can be a warning that you need to be careful about biting off more than you can chew. Okay? So we go from a 6 to a 9 to a 7. It too implies the 7 of Wands that you have of good moral character and responsibilities. It is a 7, which says to stop and think before, and this happens after. So you receive some recognition, reward, or maybe even a promotion or bonus. Right now, it's been like a fight against somebody. But maybe this even came before, because it is underneath. You made stages where you had to fight somebody. Let me start over. It was like you fought somebody. It was a real battle, but you have a victory. You will definitely get some kind of, not notoriety, but recognition. Now, I only have these 2 major arcana cards, but I have the 1 court card, so I can't look at that because it typically represents a person. What I have left is the Ace of Swords, the 2 of Swords, the 4 of Coins, the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Coins, and the 6 of Wands as to get more information from. And incidentally, the wands to me simply represent determination, fire, desire. What do you want? What does it take for you to get up every day and do what you do? And so I will look at the Ace of Swords first. I'm in a different chair, as you can see, so that because it's hard for me to get up from the one with wheels. The Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Swords depicts a feeling of hopelessness. It implies that you may be stuck in a situation you are not happy with, for sure. The message is to focus on your goals with positive intentions and do not be distracted by other options or possibilities. It is also an indication that you may need to start over and not be distracted by the possibilities, so that you do not feel as though you are stuck in a dead end. The 2 of Swords is telling you to remain open and receptive to loved ones, as they have the best intentions at heart and their advice is feasible, viable, and comes from a place of love. It is also telling you not to cut yourself off or avoid loved ones. Do not reject their offers of help. This is surrounded by swords on all sides, and there it is. It may be an indication that victory will be achieved despite hardships and setbacks through hard work and the cooperation of others. It makes perfect sense to me. The Four of Pentacles, and that was the Two of Swords surrounded on both sides by swords. The Four of Pentacles next to the Wheel of Fortune brings a message that you will have success in all that you undertake at this time. It is a positive sign to go forward with your plans. That's simple enough. The Nine of Swords. It doesn't say anything, but it implies that there is a focus on suffering and anxiety. A sense of hopelessness is prevalent. Sad circumstances, unfortunate events, and ongoing unhappiness. Preoccupation with past experiences, particularly of a painful or hurtful nature. You may have low energy at this time, so the best way to cope is to let fate run its course. Remember, I said the way that you can avoid this kind of energy is to affix yourself in the wheel. That way, whichever way it turns, you will come out on top, so to speak. Be patient, as better things are on their way to you. Do not rush at this time, as you may hinder your own progress. It reminds you to have faith and trust. The Three of Pentacles. Next to the Wheel of Fortune. It tells you to have faith and trust in your own talents. You will find success in your endeavors. But with Three Swords cards, it may be an indication that some loss in business or finances is inevitable. You are asked to be prepared to make relevant and necessary changes. It may also indicate a clash of personalities within a work environment or a situation that may bring about disagreements and the inability to compromise. Remember, I said that someone holding on too tightly to something. It may be finances, but it could be anything, really. Maybe this is about being micro-managed to death at your job. And the Six of Wands, finally. It indicates a deserved victory after a period of struggle. It may be informing you that you could receive some great news that will enhance your victory. It indicates that good news or positive information is on the way and tells that success is near. If you have been awaiting news of a special project, the Six of Wands tells you that the response will be positive. On a relationship level, it indicates that relationships are on the improve. You have been faced with some difficult times, but now you are in a position to relax. It signifies a time of achievement, reward, and success, usually in the public arena. It indicates a long-awaited goal, such as publishing a book, getting a promotion, or achieving success in any field. It suggests that good news is coming and there is an improvement in a relationship. So, that's what I was saying to you. However, I want to look, because you see, even he is questioning whether he should believe or trust what he's doing. I'm not sure, I don't know who the Emperor is. Maybe he is a boss, but it can also be a female boss as well. Someone who's kind of matter of fact and stern, so to speak. I don't think this is going to turn into something bad, although you may have worried about it quite a bit, lost some sleep over it. I want to see what the Four of Coins. Is he holding out, this Emperor, or is he just not holding out but holding back? And there is a difference. Holding out implies that it's difficult for him to change his mind. Holding back just means he's not very forthcoming. He's trying to protect some things of his own. La Fidelità. What it means is holding on to an idea or being faithful to a person, an idea, or a belief set. Someone you can trust. Militare. That implies sometimes that it is a harsh work environment, but to keep trudging on. See how he's walking uphill? And it can also imply someone who is willing to fight for you. And the La Riunione. That just means either a reunion. It doesn't matter what kind of reunion it is, romantic or friends or whatever, but the simple meaning of the card is a meeting between two people with things to discuss. If you are waiting on, let's say, an interview, a meeting of something where you get a chance to maybe your worries and fears will be dispelled. That's what I hear. You will have worried about nothing. And that's what I have for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for the month of October. Until next time, see you later. I'm sorry, Leo, I forgot to pull you an oracle card. We will pull a golden Nostradamus to wrap up the reading. I don't know how I forgot that. It was such a good reading. Maybe I wasn't supposed to, but we're going to pull one anyway because I promised you one. Just a second. Okay, here we go. It is the lilies. And I will read it to you. Number 9. If man could see virtue's pulchritude, with love in his heart would soon be imbued. This card bears purity, noble sentiment, and reinforces virtue and good luck. That's all it says. So I take that to be a positive meaning. All right, there you go. Goodbye.